Okay, Coach, the weather didn't always cooperate, but we just about got everything in today.
Yep. Well, it started out a beautiful day, and we had high hopes that it was going to be awesome, and then all of a sudden the storm started coming, and had our doubts about whether or not we were actually going to get it in. But you know, I'm just really impressed with the way our workers didn't give up on us. I mean, you know, it's such a big downer when something like that happens, and sometimes people can just start to bail out on you. But we stuck it out and waited for the storms to pass by, and some of it was pretty nasty. But once it passed, I mean, everybody got back on top of it, and we started running the meet through just with a rolling schedule, and I was really impressed with how they, you know, we just kept it going, and athletes were ready to go, and ended up having some great competitions, and there was a state record set. I believe it was in the 4x2 by, I think it was Lincoln High School, and so there were some, you know, some great competitions, and it turned out to be an awesome day.
Speaking of the athletes, there were also a lot of good marks for USF, including Ashley and Danny Moyer in the 100-yard or 100-meter dash.
Yeah, that was very impressive. Danny set the school record in the 100, and then several of our other girls who were in that heat with her ran some personal best times, some of the fastest times they've ever run in their lives, and that wasn't, you know, and it was warm at that time, but it wasn't, they didn't have a tailwind, it was a little bit of a crosswind, and so there wasn't an advantage with the wind, and so for them to run those kind of times like that is very encouraging and pretty exciting for us.
Why don't you give us some highlights of what's on docket for tomorrow, and what kind of races should people come out to witness?
Well, there's going to be every race tomorrow is a final, so there, and in particular there's the special invite 100 girls 100, and that's something that I think is you know, a lot of people are really looking forward to, and just, you know, the 4x1s are going to be exciting, and some of those 4x4s at the end I know are going to be really exciting, and so it's going to be, and plus we have then most of the college field events are going to happen tomorrow. Kayla Coffey in the pole vault, and Brian Shinovar, and Kristen Killo, and, you know, many others are going to be competing there, and so it's going to be another full day. Hopefully the weather will hold on us tomorrow, and I think it's going to be as good of a day as it was today in terms of the type of competitions that we see, and hopefully the potential for some more records to fall tomorrow.
We all know you've probably put in a 100+ hour week, and you know, you're still standing. How do you feel? You feel pretty good after the first day? You be able to sleep tonight?
Yeah, you know, it's funny, the night that I slept the best was actually the last night, because it was like, take a deep breath, finally, you know, okay, we're ready, and then you show up, you know, and you start having to put out the little fires here and there. But you know, it's amazing overall, and just incredible how many people on our staff have stepped up, and I mean, I'm not the only one that's put in long hours, and people that aren't even track people, you know, our SIDs and athletic directors, and just other people that have just, you know, they're just willing to go the extra mile to pull this thing off, and it's just been inspiring to see them step in and help the way that they have, and make it happen. I mean, I think, you know, the average person doesn't even understand all the details that goes into a track meet like this, and an event with over 1,000 athletes and all the, you know, it's an incredible undertaking, and it's not an easy task. It takes a lot of work and a lot of people willing to pull it off, and so my hat goes off to USF staff and my coaches, and who have just been killing themselves to make this thing work, and so it's exciting to see it all come together, and it's a feeling of accomplishment to be able to, you know, pull it off.
Since we're standing on it, we have to end this interview with talking about the track. We've had a lot of compliments today. It's got to be nice to host a meet of this caliber on your home turf after spending the majority of the season away from Sioux Falls.
And yeah, and after, you know, 6 years too of having this place, and just knowing ourselves what an incredible facility it is, and just kind of the frustration sometimes that people don't know. They don't know what we have here, and now they do. A lot more of them do anyway, and that's good, because it's just good for us to be able to get the word out. I mean, we want this track to be used for great purposes for track and field, and that means people have to know about it. We have to have events like this and give people opportunities, and that's just, I mean, it's a big thing it's good for our school, but it's great for our program, and it helps us with recruiting. I mean, when I was thinking today, when I call a kid to recruit them now, and they've been here and they've competed at this place, I mean, I think that's going to maybe mean a little bit more that, wow, that's USF, where they have that awesome track facility, and so I think that's going to help us out in the recruiting process and help with building our program.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.